for non-stop bowling action with Savage Bowling TV. Your front row seat awaits. To the biggest scratch tournament events, incredible drama, intense matchups, and unforgettable moments.
And a strike to finish it. Doty Cup, hello, Evansville North, your state title.
Whether you're a die-hard fan or you just love the game, Savage Bowling TV delivers all the excitement straight to your screen. Stay tuned. It's time to roll.
Bowling fans, you're in for a treat this afternoon. We're at Heritage Lanes in Kokomo, Indiana for the Indiana All-State Invitational here. Scott Gilmore, Mike Albee in the broadcast booth bringing you all the live action here. And Mike, the best of the best here this weekend at Heritage Lanes, and we got a great stepladder final on both the boys and the girls side.
Yeah, we had some good score shot earlier, so a lot of good adjustments out there, getting a little bit of practice in, and they'll be off and ready and waiting to see who comes out on top.
Our top 4 girls and top 4 boys in this stepladder final. And leading the way on the boys' side with a fantastic 677 is Jordan Marshall from McCutcheon.
Yeah, Jordan, he's kind of taking it where he left off from the team event in the state. He made some great shots there for McCutcheon, and but comes out 250, 250, and then comes out the leader.
Well, Corby Smock, someone we're very, very familiar with from Fort Wayne Snyder, our number 1 seed on the girls' side. We saw her just a few weeks ago at the Indiana State Singles Championship, so you have to like her chances too as well, maybe sneaking away with a win here.
Well, she's comfortable with the format, the TV part, out in front of the fans, and so she's got that, and she's got a great game, so we look for her to do very well.
Well, match number 1, a familiar face on the boys' side. We have David Lee from Homestead. He was in that stepladder final for the boys' championship too as well in the state finals. He'll take on Anthony Wally from Snyder, David Lee from Homestead, and Grace Zerner from Cathedral will take on Morgan Morales from Beech Grove. So it should be a fun afternoon. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. And match number 1 on both the boys and girls side just about getting underway here. We're using lanes 27 and 28 for the girls and 29 and 30. So we'll have tons of action here back and forth. And scoring was a little bit up and down, but I think we'll see some good scoring here from these top 4.
Yeah, they've had some practice on the lane, so it's got a little bit of time to adjust, and now they just got to go out there and take it one shot at a time. And this group here has nothing to lose the first match, and see if they can run that ladder and get to the title.
All right. Mike Krauscher and tournament director here doing a fantastic job, and Gerard Kelly, our MC for this afternoon. And tons of scholarship money up for grabs today, Mike. First place on both on the boys' side, $500. Girls are bowling for $300 first place scholarship money. Over $2,300 given out today for the boys and $1,625 for the girls. So lots of scholarship money at stake here.
Yeah, it's nice to see that there's opportunities for that, and this is just a great additional tournament along with all the other things that go along through the season. And you know, they've earned their way here and have a good opportunity for more competition and an opportunity to showcase themselves here with us.
All right, they're going to get names in place here for you guys to follow along on the score sheets. The initials for both players there for the competitors, and expect a really fun day today, and hopefully we have some great scoring. I know we have a good crowd on hand, huge crowd today for this event. A couple of notable players coming up short too. Riley Spear finishing in the top 10, but coming up short. I think he was 7th.
Yeah, he kind of battled all day, but, you know, a back-to-back state champion and then an opportunity to add another title to it. But that's how good the bowlers are here in the state of Indiana. And he had a great event, but a little short.
Someone else to keep an eye out on the girls' side in your semifinal match, your number 2 seed, Alexa Escamilla from Charlestown. She has been one of the better lady bowlers here in the state, and she's got another chance here to come away with a first-place finish here at the Indiana All-State event. And David Lee starting off with a 6-10 here on the left lane. And now your first look at Morgan Morales. Coming in light, leaving the 2-9. Good ball roll there.
Yes, those are really well. And Mr. Lee there, we've watched him a couple weeks ago, and very smooth two-handed player. Obviously misses the spare there, but he's got a very good game, very smooth.
Now, Morgan going for the 2-9. Not an easy spare. Ooh, just covers the back pin.
Sometimes when you miss those by a little bit, you actually make them. Good power roll, though, to get that 8 out of there as well.
Okay, Anthony Wally here from Snyder. Same school as Corby Smock.
A lot more ball speed. A
Lord,
lot of hand, though.
yeah. Logan Pitts from Valparaiso, your number 2 seed on the boys' side. And now, here is Grace Zerner from Cathedral. And actually, you know, I want to correct myself too. Morgan Morales is from Boone Grove. I said Beech Grove by accident. So apologize about that. Wanted to correct myself. And Gracie comes in light pocket, leaves a flat 10 pin. I believe this is the same pattern that they bowled on, and I'm not sure if it was in the state finals singles or not.
You know, it looks similar. I mean,
But it looked very similar.
Yeah, it does. I agree.
And now, Gracie's going to try to convert the 10 pin here. And she does.
Nice job. Very nice.
Now, Mr. Wally on the spare.
Good job.
Takes out the 6-10. Back-to-back spares for Anthony here. He's going to have a quick 10-pin lead over David Lee.
Yeah, those one-game matches, you just don't want to give away spares. Games go quick.
Now, Grace.
Nice
Great shot.
Pretty shot.
10 in the pit on that.
Nice and smooth. Ball did exactly. Rolled up there. Flush.
Well, we want to thank again everyone for watching here on Savage Bowling TV, the official voice of Indiana High School Bowling. And we'll have more high school bowling coming up here later on this summer. This will be our last event for about a couple of months. We'll be back on the air in May for the middle school state finals. First time we're going to do, we've broadcasted it before, but we're going to have everybody on hand to commentate, so that should be a lot of fun. That is a really growing division of high school bowling. And then we'll be back for more high school bowling in June for the Indiana-Kentucky All-Stars, and that'll wrap up our live stream season as David Lee converts the 6-10. Remember, he missed that in the first frame, so you could see why he was relieved of making that here in the second.
Yeah, those last two events you talked about, those are great events. The middle school division has really taken off, and then, of course, the Kentucky-Indiana All-Star game is just a fun one to be part of.
And a missed split there conversion for Morgan, and she finds herself behind 13 pins here early on. And now
ball just not quite getting up there. Just you got to move a little more to the right or a little softer with the speed to get that ball up into that pocket.
Now David Lee here on the spare third frame. Wow, that ball really turned there.
It looked really good. Nice and smooth, nice and clean, and boy, it hit the back end of the lane and just jumped.
Leaving the 3-10 baby split. And now back to Morgan here on the left lane. Oh, with a little trip, four pin.
Yeah.
She'll take that.
Got that to roll up there, maybe just a hair early, but that'll work. When you throw it good, you can tell when you carry that 4 like that. Good loose arm swing. This is left to target.
I'm going to say he's going to have to make it the hard way, and comes up a little high, taking the 3-pin straight back, leaving the 10. So another open frame for David Lee here. 35 through the 3rd frame, and Anthony Wally looking at taking a 22-pin lead here with a strike in the 4th. And now, before we get to that shot, now we have Gracie Zerner here, right lane. Little two-handed style, and boy, that was high flush. Great shot.
Yeah, beautiful.
Oh,
there's a bad break.
Anthony coming in high, 4-10 split.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of hand into that one. That ball just jerked there to the left, and looked like just a normal 4-pin, but somehow that 10-pin stuck with it.
Quickly gets up and takes the 4-pin back, and open frame now in the 4th. Or excuse me, in the 3rd. 45 in the 3rd for Anthony. He's up 10 pins over David Lee. Both players working on an open frame here in the 3rd frame. And now our attention goes right back to Grace here, Grace Zerner. Double working, 4th frame. Up 23, can make it 33. Oh, my goodness.
Ouch.
Boy, Mike, it looks like definitely you get the ball in a little bit inside, and there is plenty of friction.
Yeah, that back end is just jumping. And this one Grace has to shoot here. That's 4 through the middle. I mean, you want to get as much count as you can. You want to get that ball to hit that right side of that 3-pin and try to throw it to the left and take the 4-7, but it's hard to get the 9 as well. So tough spare.
Ooh, open frame, back-to-back open frames for Anthony Wally here. 54 now in the 4th, and David Lee sitting on the bench now right back in this match.
Yeah, the guys have not shown to hit the pocket here on 29 and 30 yet.
Can it hook? Oh, pin slides over in between the 4 and the 7 pin.
That was just amazing watching that 6'10", and just almost hit the 4 and 7 out of it. But wow, that lost a lot of wood.
Yeah, 4-2 count in the 4th for Grace. Now she has 66 in the 4th frame.
Big shot for Morgan here.
Now David Lee on the right lane, lane 30, strike.
Good comeback. He got that one in the pocket. Big shot for Morgan here.
Well, 1 pin lead now for David. And now Morgan Morales here. Boone Grove comes in light. Oh, my goodness.
You know, it's hard to get a read on what the pocket's doing for him because they're all around it, but getting some strange hits.
Now David Lee up by 1 here. Working on a strike in the 4th frame in the 5th. Lane 29. We're live from Heritage Lanes here in Kokomo, Indiana. Zach Spencer, fantastic job hosting today.
Give it room.
Needs to hook. Ooh, washout. Boy, neither player, Mike, really lined up.
That is 9 frames between the guys, and they've hit the pocket 1 time. Yeah, it's looks like David Lee gave it enough room, but too much. It looks like it just wanted to not pick up on the lane and get up in there.
Now Morgan looking to convert the spare on the 7 pin. Needs to hook. It does.
It does, yep. Good spare.
All right, back-to-back marks for her at least, and now only trailing by 1 pin here. Or excuse me. Yeah, trailing by 1 after the open frame by Grace in the 4th. Oh, great.
Bad break.
Boy, those are one of the more frustrating.
Yeah, nice, smooth, good, perfect ball speed, and just got that ball to cut to the left, but the head pin wrapped around it just like a solid 10 pin.
You do everything you're supposed to do to make it, and it goes right around the 10 pin.
Yeah, the guys are struggling here on 29 and 30 for sure.
Now remember, they stripped and re-oiled the pair, So you might see a little bit maybe of a tighter lane pattern than what they were used to bowling here in qualifying. All players bowled 3 games. The top 10 were awarded scholarships, and now the top 4 bowling for some additional money here. $500 in first for in scholarship money for the boys, $300 for the girls. They also paid $50 for the high game and high series. Alexa Escamilla took both of those on the girls' side.
Oh, same exact wraparound.
Wow.
Great shot. Just not a good break.
Mike and Habegger took the high game on the boys' side with a 264, I think 265. Right now, all the players just trying to get acclimated here to this pair, their respective pairs. Girls are bowling on 27 and 28, boys 29 and 30. Both players now with all players looking at an open frame in their last frame, Mike.
Yeah, it's a struggle here so far. One of the players makes a couple of good shots in a row here, and they're going to take commanding lead of their match.
Now Grace. Oh, great shot there. Leaves a solid 10-pin.
Makeable spare there.
And now Anthony Wally with a 2-pin here. Or is that the 9-pin? 8-pin. Looks like
it's a 2.
Yeah, it's 2-pin.
Yeah.
We're just off to the back right side of the players here. Great spare
Nice
for
job. Yeah.
Grace. Super quiet in the bowling alley today.
Very quiet.
And a good spare there now. Back-to-back marks for both players here.
The guys just can't seem to find a spot on the lanes that gives them a little room to relax. And when they miss, boy, they're paying some penalties and not able to keep it around the pocket.
It took 618 to make the top 4 on the boys' side. So it's not like these kids struggled in qualifying. It took 206 to get in. So some good bowling was done in qualifying. Sometimes, too, you get in front of the cameras and, you know, you get a little bit of that adrenaline rush, and can you calm the nerves, right?
Well, a 32-lane bowling center, and you're the only one bowling. Wow, that ball fought to get back and gave more trouble. 5-count washout.
As soon as a player feels like they get comfortable somewhat, then we see a mistake. And David Lee way outside with this ball.
Back.
And they leave the same exact thing.
Yeah. That's where you can see the back end causes that kind of a washout because it's fighting to get back the whole way. It's just coming from way to the right.
Well, we're right behind the players, so we're trying to be a little on the quiet side here. But really, Mike, you can just kind of see all 4 competitors just looking for something to get comfortable and kind of get some excitement into this match, right?
Grace needs to shoot this the same way she shot that washout the last time.
Oh, yeah, and she does everything she's supposed to do and leaves the 10-pin.
2 very difficult spares on that left lane. She has made really, really good shots at and not got a break on either one of them.
90 in the 6th for Grace, and now David Lee trying to convert the 1, 2, 4, 6, 10, and he's going to go the other
He
way.
tried to back it into that, yeah.
And he chops the 1, 2 off. So
and this is a deal where all 4 of the players just need to take a deep breath and just, you know, take it just like you're starting the game over, just one shot at a time. Because all the matches are close. And there's the first break. That's
there's
what you
a
need.
strike.
You need a break, yeah.
Yeah, both players just, all 4 players just trying to get
Yeah.
comfortable here. You can just kind of see that it's a little tight. Pins know when you're tight, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Grace threw that wonderful double, and then all of a sudden, you know, it's just wash out, and balls are just hanging out there. It's just been difficult.
Now David Lee after the open frame in the 6th. And that needs to go Brooklyn, leaving the 5.
Well, you can kind of see the ball just kind of go down the lane. Looks like it's just on a pillow of oil and just doing its thing, and then all of a sudden it breaks out to the dry in the back, and man, it just shoots to the left.
Now Morgan, Boone Grove High School student here. Morgan Morales. Can she get back-to-back strikes? No. 2-8.
Got the 10 out, which was big. It had that possibility of that 2-8-10.
Good cover there. Right now on the boys' side, David Lee was 70 in the 6th with a spare in the 7th. And Anthony Wally with a spare in the 6th can increase his lead over David Lee to 13 pins with a strike here in the 7th. Now first, Morgan's spare attempt, and she misses the 2-8. I'm sure all these players kind of caught off guard here with all these players on the stepladder final bowled really well today, as Anthony Wally with a great shot there in the 7th. You know, they're just trying to get anything to get some momentum going here. And bowling is a game of momentum.
Yeah, he's got an opportunity now to get some distance between him and David Lee. So I'll see if he can put another good shot together on here to give him a double. But that last one was a perfect one.
All right, here's Grace Zerner from Cathedral. Open frame in the 6th, 7th frame here, right lane. First match of our stepladder finals.
A little more speed on that.
That's a ball change too, Mike.
Yeah, a little more speed. Same kind of result, unfortunately, the 2-4-10.
It's almost a battle of attrition here.
Yeah. Trying to find that angle. You know, you just find an angle where you don't, you can leave a spare you can pick up. Those are tough times when you run to a condition like this. There's nowhere to play to be safe. It's like David Lee's off looking for another bowling ball, maybe.
Big spare attempt here for Grace. Close match here between her and Morgan. She went back to the other ball for the spare. Oh, what a shot. Great cover there on the 2-4-10.
Now, by looking at her, she didn't react to that, but that was a perfect spare shot. Great job. She was kind of owed one after a couple of really good shots at spares and didn't get the break.
Now Anthony Wally here working on a strike, 8th frame, increasing his lead to 23. Oh! Great shot, solid 10.
Wow, that was pay dirt there, but boy, just did not get the break.
That was one of his best shots of the match.
Great shot.
Boy, when you throw one there, you really want to strike.
Yeah, especially when they're having as tough a games as they're having right now.
Now, Grace Zerner here. After the wonderful split conversion in the 7th. And really, Mike, that kind of gave her the lead back. All even. Comes in a little high. Fortunate to leave just the 7 or 10 pin. But now she's got a 9-pin lead over Morgan Morales.
And got a break going through the nose there and leaving just a 10.
And back-to-back marks there for Anthony Wally, and he increases his lead to 13 over David Lee. David really needs something positive going right here in this shot, 8th frame. He makes a ball change. Ball comes up just a little bit high. Tried to go Brooklyn, leaves the 6 pin. Now, Grace covers.
Oh, she does a good job at those 10 pins. Yeah,
I noticed she comes back to her table. She's got a notebook. Looks like she's charting down her scores as David Lee misses the 6-pin.
Yep.
And you just kind of wonder, Mike, these two young men bowled really well in qualifying. You just kind of wonder what has gone wrong.
Well, I mean, you look at it and the practice they had, it just wasn't able to find what they were looking for, and they haven't been lucky on their strikes.
Oh, there's a great shot for Morgan. She could really put some pressure.
Close.
Yeah, she could put some pressure on Grace with another strike here in the 9th frame.
Yeah, David needs to get one here in the 9th to at least give him an opportunity.
128 max score for David Lee, 98 in the 8th. That's left
inside,
the target.
Yep.
And he's left himself a difficult spare with the 3-9.
You can say, well, why didn't he get that farther to the right? But when he gets it farther to the right, it doesn't come back. So it really tightens up your swing. It's really a difficult condition for him right now. It's going to have the spare to have an opportunity still.
Ooh, I thought that.
Wait.
Oh, what a break.
That's a huge break.
Oh, my.
Huge break.
All of a sudden, the 6-pin fell right into the 3, and there you go. What a double.
Yeah, you usually don't see that fall that direction, but that's a big one for a double. You're right.
Now, must spare here for David Lee. Oh, wow.
Well, I thought that ball would just come jumping right back to it. It just wiggled.
That ball just barely took the 9 out.
Yeah.
Well, Logan Pitts and Alexa Escamilla waiting in the wings to take on the winner of these two matches here. And now, Grace Zerner here in the 9th frame. Two-handed release. Comes in light. Oh! Stubborn 10.
It's a good shot. Wow.
Ooh, and the bucket for Anthony Wally.
Boy, Anthony's getting a handful there. That ball is just revving up, but it just doesn't want to seem to break in the back there.
Well,
getting a 6 count, losing a couple pins in count there.
Yeah, and Anthony just needs to fill frames. Any kind of marks back to back.
Nice spare.
And that will be enough to defeat David Lee. The most he can score, Mike, only 148. High max score for David Lee. And Anthony Wally going at a 150 pace here.
Yeah, he's going to need a mark to lock him out.
Now, 10-pin conversion for Grace, and she knocks it down. All right, set up here, 128 in the 8th for Grace with a spare in the 9th.
That's left.
Oh, boy, he's fortunate to leave just the 3-6. And now Morgan Morales, after that wonderful break in the 9th frame, Mike, she's kind of in the driver's seat here.
Yeah, it's her own destiny here in the 10th frame, depending on what Grace can put together for her 10th frame.
She's up 12, or actually 2 pins right now. So still anyone's match here on the girls' side. If Grace can figure out a way to throw 2 strikes here in the 10th, that would really put some pressure on Morgan. Comes in, crosses over. Oh, with the Brooklyn strike. I guess she's earned that. You know, Morgan got a tremendous break in the 9th frame for her, and that's going to be enough. Really, just needs 3 pins.
Yeah.
Actually, 2 pins would be a winner, wouldn't it? Yep.
Yeah.
This point in time, fire it hard and straight.
Yeah, Anthony was just able to put together another spare or 2 more.
Yeah, it was all about filling frames in that match, Mike.
Yeah.
David Lee, no strikes, or one strike in his match. Both players with just one strike. And that's going to be enough. 156. As Anthony Wally will defeat David Lee. And now our attention turns right back on the girls' side here. Grace Zerner with a strike in the first ball in the 10th.
Big shot.
She could really put some pressure.
Gave it room.
Oh, hit him thin. Watch him spin. What a double.
Yeah, great shot. Power.
Now,
well, she's had a couple frames where she's lost a lot of count. She doesn't need one of those. She's got to.
as David Lee gets his second strike, he's like, naturally, they all go down here in the 10th frame when, unfortunately, that match has already been determined. But our attention right now all on the girls here.
Yeah, Grace needs to get a decent count here, and then which forces Morgan to get the first one.
Yeah, she'd have to get the first one in the 10th. And, Mike, that's not been
No.
easy for anyone. But these girls have struck more than the boys so far.
Well, the girls' scores are going to beat either one of the boys in this first match.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, pretty shot.
Oh, wow, did it hook.
That's 6.
174, the final score.
Still needs the first one, though.
Yeah, she has to throw the first strike.
Well, that ball looks much better. Whatever David Lee went to looked a little cleaner, a little smoother.
Well,
he's going to lose by less than 10.
He's going to look back at a couple of those spares, Mike, that he missed.
Yeah.
Especially that 6-pin that he missed in the 8th frame. Has to have it. Has to have it.
Oh.
And she got it.
Pretty shot.
Oh, what a backup shot. He's probably thinking, oh, my goodness. He's probably thinking, I should have just bowled left-handed. Oh, these kids that throw it two-handed, that can throw it and curve it from both directions, just unbelievable.
Needs a good count here. 8 or 9's enough. That should be enough. Left.
It goes right, and she gets a 9 count.
Yeah.
That's going to be enough. What a finish here. And what a way to take advantage of that huge break in the 9th, throwing a perfect shot there, first ball in the 10th.
Beautiful shot, yeah.
Right now she's at 178, 179 with a spare here. Conversion on.
Yeah, both girls made some great shots through the match. It just every now and then there was one that would, look like you missed by a lot, but it just created those really tough count situations.
All right, good cover there. 179, 174. Morgan Morales defeats Grace Zerner. On the boys' side, Anthony Wally defeats David Lee 156 to 148. Semifinal match here coming up underway. Want to thank our sponsors for making all of this possible. Want to thank the Storm and Rotogrip for all of their contributions here for the Indiana High School bowling, not only for the All-State, but they're a huge part of all the success for Indiana High School bowling in the state ranks as well. Want to thank Storm and Rotogrip for that. Also, Trophy House for their contributions for all of the trophies for the Indiana High School bowling tournaments. Scott Gilmore, Mike Albee here in the broadcast booth. Chad Lester as well. And we hope you're enjoying the Indiana All-State Tournament from Heritage Lanes in Kokomo, Indiana here Saturday evening, just about underway. Boy, Mike, there's nothing worse than losing an hour of sleep tonight, right? Daylight savings?
Well, thanks for reminding me, Scott. I guess sleeping in's out of the question.
You're probably one of those early risers, right?
I was thinking about moving to Arizona or Hawaii because apparently they're the only two you don't have to worry about that.
You're up early anyway, right?
I am, yeah, unfortunately, yes.
They say the older you get, the less you sleep. Is that true?
Well, in my case, yes. It's Medicare. I've hit Medicare, so thanks for you just bring up all the good things.
I'm all about positivity here.
Yeah.
Should we talk about your Baton Rouge experience?
Oh, that was definitely positive. I made it back safely.
I was so proud of the USBC to post that video of you getting that one strike. You were a little off balance at the foul line.
Well, you know, when you bowl about 9 games a year, your sharpness kind of goes away.
Oh.
Don't forget, you still have to go there. So we you know. But no, you'll do fine. I'm sure of that. So you'll go out there and bowl well and hold up the Indiana guys here and Baton Rouge is a nice town. It's always fun to bowl the USBC and bowl in that arena. Can't beat that.
All right, our players here are number 2 seeds getting their 5 minutes of warm up here on the championship pairs, and Logan Pitts there from Valparaiso. He's got his green trousers on, representing school colors, little Masters colors too as well.
A little different than the other high school tournaments we see. They actually get to practice, before their match, which is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, huge. It's a big deal, and it's how they can take advantage of it. And it gives the advantage to the higher seed because they're getting a bowl a little bit right now. They can see how the lanes changed, and the kids who just won their match, they've got to sit and wait. So it kind of flips to the advantage to the higher seed.
Yeah. Well, Alexa Escamilla has been one of the top girls bowlers in the state of Indiana in the high school ranks here for several years. You've seen her a lot in the state finals, the Indiana high school, or I should say Indiana Kentucky All-Stars. She's been a major player in that from Charlestown, and no surprise to see her. We were more surprised that we didn't see her at the high school state finals on the singles side of things, but not a surprise to see her make the stepladder finals here at the Indiana All-State event here.
Yeah, one of the better players in the state, and one of the good kids. Good kids.
A lot of urethane, too, going down on the boys' side. I know your tournament leader, Jordan Marshall, threw, I believe, a purple hammer, in his qualifying. And Logan Pitts now with the purple hammer here in his warm-ups.
Yeah, I'm watching a couple of shots Logan threw earlier in the tournament. I mean, today. He, very confident. You can just tell at the point of release, he's all in. And good ball speed, good revolutions, good mental attitude. He's one of the better players in the state.
All right, players wrapping up their practice here, and we'll have match number 2 underway shortly. And before we get into that, fans, don't forget, plenty of live stream action coming up here. We're going to have about a 2-month break when we'll be in Indianapolis for the middle school state finals. As Mike, as you mentioned earlier on in the broadcast, boy, that middle school ranks are really growing, and those kids really have a lot of fun. It should be a fun day at Expo Bowl in Indianapolis.
Yeah, the last 3 years it continues just to grow in leaps and bounds. Very exciting, which when the middle school group grows, we all see the benefits to it here at the high school level. So, Indiana is in great shape in the high school bowling ranks with the way they have put it together.
Yeah, that'll be May 17th. So mark your calendars, fans, for that. And then we'll be back in June for the Indiana Kentucky All-Stars. That'll be taking place in Kentucky on June 14th. So another
Saturday still, right?
Yep, that's a Saturday. That's still a Saturday. And then we'll also have on June 21st, we'll be broadcasting the festivities at the Indiana USBC Hall of Fame banquet. So another great day for us there. And that'll wrap up our live stream season here on Savage Bowling TV. But it's been a great winter of bowling. All started with the Indiana Masters. Kyle Luckett claiming his first state title at that event. And then we had the high school bowling state finals. And great story for the Roncalli girls winning the team title there. And, of course, Riley Spear claiming back-to-back single state titles from Expo Bowl. And then just last week, we were in championship lanes in Anderson for the Indiana Queens, and what a day that was. High drama, great bowling as Tandis O'Neill won her first state title, defeating local favorite Shelby New in a wonderful 2-game match. And fans, if you want to see some high-level bowling on the ladies' side, please go to our YouTube channel and click on that 2025 Indiana Queens Championship, as it was one heck of a show. You won't be disappointed. So,
Hey, can we give a shout out to Coach Bowerly from the roles there, Ron Colley, Coach Bowerly. We wish you all the best and hope you're feeling better and a speedy recovery after winning the state title there at Expo Bowl a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I know he's had a bizarre kind of knee infection out of nowhere, and glad that they were able to get that under control. And we're looking forward to you back on your feet and back in a bowling center, and I'm sure you are as well. And of course, his son Jordan, talented player here in the state,
one of the best. Yeah,
missed the top 4 by just 2 pins. And Mike, as you know, it doesn't matter if you bowl a 3-game qualifier or an 8-game qualifier. When you miss by 2 pins, you probably can count the number of times where a fill ball or just something where you got 6 instead of 9, and that's just the difference, right?
It's implanted right there in your memory. You know exactly where it's at. Yeah, it's tough to let those go, but what a great run, finishing 5th, and for Jordan, and we'll see more of him, and he's one of the great players in the state. Yeah,
and players now wrapping up their practice, and Anthony Wally and Morgan Morales coming back in as they got to warm up off to the side here while the players got their 5 minutes on the championship pairs. And we're getting their initials put in for you on the screens. Unfortunately for us, we were hoping to have Lane Talk as your official score, but for some reason we've had some issues, and hopefully we can get that figured out next time we come by here or our next event. So anyway, still want to thank Lane Talk for all their help, but today we don't have it. We apologize for that, but we're going to put their initials in on the scoring so you get an idea who is who here. And now we're about to get match number 2, our semifinal match here underway at the Indiana All-State from Heritage Lanes here in Kokomo, Indiana. Jordan Marshall, your number 1 seed on the boys' side, he'll be going to Purdue University next year to go to school and bowl, and always exciting when you have a local kid stay local and join the Boilermakers. They got a good program too. Right now the Boilermakers are bowling in the Intercollegiate Team Championships, the sectional qualifier. I believe they're down in Texas.
Oh, that's a trip.
Yeah. And really good story there, Mike. It costs a lot of money to take 12 kids down and coaches to bowl down there in such short notice. And you're not going to drive all the way down to Texas. And they put on a GoFundMe to raise money, and they raised way more than they were hoping to. So it was great to see a lot of parents and fans of the team support their team, and were able to help fund their travel and their expenses to go down, because they're a self-funded program.
Oh, best of luck to Purdue. Hopefully they can keep going.
All right, Anthony Wally here. Mike, his first shot, he comes in light and leaves a washout.
Played a different part of the lane, though. He moved outside. I think he saw Logan Pitts practicing out there, and figured, and why not after the first game? Why not try something different, right?
Yeah, as Alexa comes in high, leaving just the 6-pin. You have to figure with, obviously Anthony knows he has to shoot a bigger number than 156 if he's going to beat Logan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now our first look at the Valparaiso High School student. I want to thank everybody for watching here on Savage Bowling TV. And he comes in and leaves the exact same thing. Now he's throwing urethane. And that's never a good sign when you see the urethane go 60 feet.
Yeah, and they're both using a lot of speed and a lot of revolutions.
Logan definitely trying to play the friction from the outer part of the lane here. Can he convert the washout? No. Both players with an open. Yeah. Both players start with an open frame, and now Alexa converted her spare, and now Morgan Morales, who finished her game strong with 3 out of their last 4 strikes to defeat Grace Zerner from Cathedral, 179 to 174. That ball is coming in strong, and
shot.
Mike, she's starting to get lined up here.
Yeah, well, she gets that ball kind of directly started up the lane a little bit. She's right in that pocket. Beautiful shot.
Now, can Logan Pitts make the adjustment? Oh, and he comes in light. Pin just tomahawks the 4. And,
what a
boy,
nice relaxed swing, confident.
lots of power and speed in that release.
Well, especially after leaving that washout on the first frame. Sometimes you get a little hesitant when you want to throw it out there, but what a great shot by Logan.
Now Morgan, can she double?
Gonna have to hurry.
And 2, 4, 8.
Just kind of slid by her hook point there a little bit. Not far off from in that part of the lane that she needed, but you could see it on the back end, just not quite catch.
Oh, hit him thin, watch him spin, and a 5-pin gets slapped silly there for Anthony Wally. Both players coming back after that open frame with strikes in the second.
Boy, all these matches have been so close so far here. Every frame, it's just one spot or another here.
Now, that needs to hook. And she, yeah, you can almost tell that ball got up the lane too much.
Yeah, she kind of dropped it at the bottom of the swing, didn't catch it good enough, and that's 3 pins you want to get, but she'll have to make a comeback here.
Now Anthony Wally looking to double. And boy, Mike, that ball it's getting down to where he thinks it's going to start hooking back to the head pin, and it just keeps on.
Doesn't make the turn.
Keeps on trucking through, and 1, 2, 4 for Anthony Wally here. The left lane definitely looks tighter for him as Alexa goes right through the face, leaving a 4, 7, 10.
Yeah, didn't get many breaks on trying to break that up.
Now, Mike, if you're Anthony here, when you see a ball reaction like that, are you thinking moving your feet right or maybe throwing something with a little more surface? What kind of adjustment would you make on that?
Well, he's using a lot of ball speed, so he's going to be able to, I think he's going to be able to keep it on line better. So I just move the feet a little to the right, and kind of take that part of the lane out of there and just kind of keep it more direct. But it's a fine line between straight and pulling it a couple boards in. You know, you've got to keep it right out in front of you.
And now Logan Pitts looking to double.
Yeah,
2, 4, 8, 10.
Now that ball started to catch, but he's got big, a lot of ball speed, so it just didn't make the turn. Now he can make this. Logan can bend this ball and slide that 3 all the way across and get that 10. He can cut it.
Open frame in the third. Back-to-back open frames for Logan on that right lane. And Alexa comes in high. Fortunate to leave
Good
just
break,
a 6-pin.
Yeah.
She's been high on all 3 shots, Mike, so far in this match.
Yeah, she's starting the ball right at it. Come more up the lane and maybe a little bit to the left to point it in there. But then the back end wants to take it on through that hook point and go high. Where Morgan's able to get it a little more to the right.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, when you're having trouble hitting the pocket, you definitely want to carry those high flush ones. Man,
that is
what a horrible
highway
break.
robbery right there. Stone 7-pin.
But he seems very comfortable on that left lane, though. That ball did exactly what it was supposed to do.
And he's going to have to make an adjustment here on the right lane.
Yeah, don't lose this spare, though. Make sure you pick it up.
Very quick player, Mike.
Yeah.
Wastes no
very
time.
Confident, very confident. You can tell the way he gets his approach and the way he delivers the ball. He has a lot of confidence in what he's doing, which is a big part of the battle.
Coming back, getting some words of advice from his coach here. And now Morgan Morales after the open frame here in the second. Mike, she's got a good line to the pocket. Can she just execute? That's the key.
I think it's like all 4 of the players. If they just, they're a little off and they can't leave something that you can pick up. It's just, It's very difficult out there. That's left.
Comes in high. Ooh,
No break
10
there.
pin wobbles, but won't fall. 4-7-10 split.
And Anthony just kind of lost that one off his hand, it looked like. Got a little bounce out of it, didn't catch it. Because it looked like it was in the right part of the lane, but it just slid right on by.
1-2-8. Boy. Now, if you're Jordan Marshall, who's waiting in the wings, and Corby Smock, are you watching any of this right here, Mike? Or
Oh, good try there by Morgan. Yeah, you know, you've got to watch. I mean, you don't want to get overly caught up in it, but you want to see what's going on so you at least have an idea. Because when you come over and take your practice, you want to make sure all those count. And if you haven't been watching, then you're not sure where to at least start.
well, Jordan, left-handed, so he's going to be all by himself over here on 29 and 30 when he comes over for his match here. Corby, a right-hander, so she's going to be paying attention quite a bit, too, to what Alexa and Morgan are doing on her pair.
Beautiful shot.
And that trip 4-pin is a big one. Strike in the fourth, especially, Mike, when you went back-to-back opens.
Yeah, any strike right now is a count saver. Oh, big break, getting 9 out of that shot.
6-pin left for Anthony. Scott Gilmore, Mike Albee in the broadcast booth here for Indiana Allstate from Heritage Lanes, Kokomo, Indiana. Lots of scholarship money up for grabs here this afternoon. Now, Alexa, fourth frame, working on a spare. Again, Mike, she comes in high. 2, 3, 6, 10.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's playing in the right part of the lane. It's just she's a little too direct. You know, because that, like we've seen, the back ends are they hook pretty sharply. Well, this is a big shot for Logan. He's hit the pocket on the left lane both times. With the right lane, he has not come close.
Yeah, he's got back-to-back 6-count opens. 6-3 in the first and 6-2 in the third. 35 in the third with a spare working. Fifth frame. Now Alexa looking to convert the 3-6-10. And she does.
Shot, yeah, very nice spare.
Well, she's got a lot of experience, Mike. And
yeah, took her hand out of that and just laid it down there. Perfect, nice and smooth. Great spare.
now Logan Pitts.
It's inside.
Oh, high flush.
Well, he's going to the lane where he's hit the pocket now. Logan Pitts is, and
Yeah.
makes a good shot here.
Well, and he had an absolute blistered solid 7 in the fourth frame. He'd have a double quite easily now. Alexa once again comes in high.
Yep, same thing.
3-6.
There's a move there, and it's either moving your feet a couple to the left and same part of the lane. You can't open the lane up, but you need something that's going to delay that hook a little bit.
Now Logan quickly working here. 6 frame. Oh, yeah, Messenger. Take that, 10-pin.
Plenty of power to burn. What a great shot.
Finally, we've seen.
Got a pin out in the channel there on the left lane.
Yeah, we're going to have to clear that before Anthony can bowl on that lane as Alexa converts the spare.
Now I'd want it moved now because I'd be afraid they were going to come down there and move that when you're right as you're getting ready to go to the. That's what they're going to do. They're going to clear it now, so Anthony doesn't have to worry about that.
But first time today, though, Mike, we've had a player outside of Morgan been able to throw 2 or 3 great shots in a row, right?
Yeah, if I'm Anthony, I'm not paying attention to that because I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. But Logan Pitts he's figured it out. It looks like.
Yeah, Anthony Wally's going to have to really start making some great shots here quickly. And he's made a huge change here, Mike. But his ball not hooking like Logan's. But he made a ball change and went straight right. I like the move, though.
No, I think one more move when he comes that lane, he should be able to be close to the pocket.
Now Morgan with a strike working in the 4th, 5th frame. Brooklyn, no. Oh, hits it twice. Leaves the 6-pin. pin is still wobbling.
Yeah.
That spare conversion now for Anthony. 7th frame, though, Mike. We're getting into the late stage of this game.
We're pretty close to even here on that one now. Yeah, we're pretty close to even.
Well, and Anthony or Logan getting a little more confident, too. You could just kind of see after those
you can definitely
last
see that.
couple of shots.
Yeah.
Much more confident here. Now, big conversion here.
Oh, better hold on.
And that needs to, and she misses. Open frame in the 5th.
What's left? Yeah, just kind of got the hand around the ball a little too soon, and which causes you to pull it just slightly.
Well, you know Anthony Wally's probably thinking, I did not see this in qualifying, right? And he bowled really well in qualifying. 618 was his score.
Nice spare. Great spare conversion. Well, he's forcing Logan to throw some strikes here, or at least fill some frames to get ahead of him. But Logan lined up on this one the last time, this right lane.
Big shot here for Morgan in the 6th. Oh, and a pocket 710. Brutal.
Beautiful ball. Good shot.
Now Logan Pitts here on a double. Make it 3 in a row. Great shot there. And boy, he is getting, you can just see now, he's really starting to settle in here.
I'm not sure what the fastest strike is going through the pins, but that was darn near close right there. What a beautiful shot by Logan Pitts. And now he's going to the lane he really likes.
And he's got his last 4 shots, Mike, have been absolutely perfect.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the one he left a solid 7, but his last 3 have all been strikes. 8th frame. Oh, pin comes off the sidewall and just blisters the 4 down.
Yeah, he doesn't mess around with pins flying around. Wow, great shot.
Well, that's why you put the revs on it, right, Mike?
Yeah.
The pin action.
Well, Anthony's going to have to start putting something together here.
Now,
stay in this one.
Can't Alexa keep it off the head pin? Better shot there.
Best shot, yeah. Best shot she's made. Yeah.
Luckily, she didn't leave the 4-9. She left just the 9. There we go for Anthony. But he is way behind right now. 120 in the 7th for Anthony Wally as Escamilla Alexa trying to convert the 9 pin here.
Good spare.
.25 pin lead for Logan Pitts right now. Anthony can cut that to 15, but he just his ball is not hooking on that left lane.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, if you watch Logan Pitts, it's getting a little more direct and up the lane, so he's getting that ball to start to roll up. This one, Anthony just has not had that. Once he opens up a little bit, it just doesn't catch the lane early enough to get him into the pocket.
Now Alexa, can she finally strike? And she does.
That's a beautiful one.
And now, boy, she has really put the pressure on Morgan. Up 31 here through 6 frames.
Yeah, both these matches have taken a turn in those last couple frames.
And Alexa, she'll probably tell you that she hasn't bowled great, but she's made her spares outside of the 1 split in the 2nd.
Yeah, she's been trying to dial it in, and now she's got an opportunity to do that. She's made some of the correct moves.
Now Logan Pitts. Oh, give him the heater, Ricky.
Wow, beautiful shots by Logan Pitts.
What a shot by Logan Pitts.
Now here at the 10th frame with the game locked up, just want to keep making good shots and finish it out if you can. There's a good break.
Good shot there by Morgan in the 7th.
Now she needs to put a few together here to get back in this one. She's still got time. Needs to start right here in the 8th.
Now Jordan Marshall coming in will take on Logan Pitts here for the title. Boy, he's really starting to see the lane well now.
Yeah, no, he's pretty confident. That's a good lane for him.
His last 7 shots, Mike, have been absolutely perfect.
And, you know, really the first 2 he didn't strike on. They were light, but he made a move and almost got it there, and then it's been all good news after that.
Morgan Morales really in trouble here, Mike. And that's going to be a tough, tough spare conversion here on the 2-4-6-10.
You know, in this kind of condition, it's really easy. Once you throw one out there and it doesn't come back, then you start forcing it up to the pocket, and the back ends take you through the nose, and so it makes it really this is a really difficult pattern for them to get adjusted to, and not, it's easy to make mistakes on.
Yeah, and if you're Jordan Marshall watching in the background, watching Logan, you know now you're going to have to probably put up a pretty good game.
Yeah, this is a great case for don't watch your opponents.
As Morgan trying to make the split, she misses. And with a spare here, Logan Pitts shoots 224.
Nice game. Great shots.
And he'll advance to take on the McCutcheon senior from Lafayette, Jordan Marshall. Before we get to that championship match, Anthony's got to finish out his game here, but a great day for him as well. Anthony Wally's going to walk out of here with $300 in scholarship money. As Alexa comes in light. Oh, Mike. Boy, I'm surprised by that.
Yeah.
4-5-7. Anthony just not able to really get anything going positive,
he just
right?
couldn't get comfortable. Yeah, and probably, you know, your A game, it's just not quite working and not quite matching up with what equipment you have and what condition there is, and you just kind of write that off as a learning experience, and hopefully the next time you hit this look, you'll know where to go with it.
All right, Alexa gets 2 there, open frame in the 8th, but she's up 33 here in the 8th frame as Morgan Morales 95 through 8. And Anthony Wally will finish with a 161.
Good tournament.
Again, he'll have $300 in scholarship money. And, oh, there's a Brooklyn strike for Alexa.
Big shot for the 9th. That helps you a lot in a lot of ways.
155 max score. Match not over, Mike.
No.
If Morgan can strike out, she would force Alexa to mark in the 10th, I believe.
Actually, she's got even 9 misses, 147 and 156. So
yep. So she's
enough.
Yep, she's good.
9 on 2 balls she needs.
That's why I got you in the booth, Mike. I was told there'd be no math. I'll let somebody else handle the math.
But seriously, obviously Morgan didn't strike in the 9th, but with that strike, it helped with the count. So it gives you an opportunity that you have some extra play there.
Well, still a great day for Morgan Morales from Boone Grove. She'll walk away with $190 in scholarship money.
Threw the ball very well.
And think about this, Mike. This is an invitational. There's no expense for these players to participate. So,
well, and she threw the first ball in the 10th to win her last match, which you can't beat that kind of experience in these difficult tournaments against some of the better players in the state, and have to throw a strike to win. That's an opportunity you don't get very often.
$4,000 in scholarship money awarded today. And what a great day for Indiana High School bowling here at the All-State event, brought to you by Storm and Roto Grip. I want to thank Trophy House for all of the trophies for today's awards. And now Morgan here finishing up in the 10th frame. But Alexa will advance to the title match to take on Corby Smock from Snyder. Of course, a lot of bowling going on here this week and weekend. Of course, you have the World Series of Bowling for the PBA and several Indiana guys participating in that. You have, of course, the best player in the world, E.J. Tackett, right? Aren't we lucky to have him?
Day in and day out, he is at the top. Yeah. He's doing great.
How lucky is Indiana to have him representing our state?
Yeah, very much so.
And then you have Matt Sanders from Columbus, and Matt bowled well his first 6 games today, and I believe they're bowling on the chameleon pattern today, and Matt actually had a 300 game.
Yeah,
E.J. Tackett had 299 this morning. And then Zach Weidman from Indianapolis is participating too as well. So always want to wish those guys the best of luck. EJ, on the other hand, probably doesn't need a whole lot of it when you're as talented as he is.
Yeah, but you know what? You'll take whatever you get to beat the best of the best out there, you know.
Well, Morgan Morales finishes with a 116, and Alexa now marks in the 10th. She has a chance to shoot 168. Really, Mike, it's just been a day of just filling frames with spares, right?
It really has, and a break here or there and taking advantage of it. And that's when you get these lower scoring conditions, that's what it takes. You got to fill the frames.
Well, when we conclude today's matches, we'll have interviews with the champions here from both the boys and the girls side, and Alexa there with a 9 count will finish with 167. So Alexa Escamilla will take on Corby Smock for today's girls title here at the All-State, and on the boys side, Logan Pitts will take on Jordan Marshall. So it should be exciting. When we come back, we'll have this title match here from Heritage Bowl, or Heritage Lanes in Kokomo. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back here in the broadcast booth. Scott Gilmore and Mike Albee here, bringing you the action here from Indiana All-State from Heritage Lanes in Kokomo, Indiana. We're down to our championship match on both the boys and girls side. And Mike, I got a hunch here. I got a gut feeling that definitely on the boys side, I think we're going to see some big scores here. And I got to think that Alexa is going to get lined up, and obviously Corby has thrown some good shots here in warm-up. You got to like the chances we're going to see some pretty good bowling here for the title.
Yeah, watching the practice ball, I agree with you totally. It's going to be interesting. Jordan's been able to throw some strikes here on his practice balls when he's come over, and we know Jordan already has figured it out. So I think those two will be lined up, and the girls seem to be off and running in the same way. They've got good coaching and just got to go out there and make a good shot. But like it's been the first two games, you got to fill it. You got to fill that spare. Don't let those spares get away from you.
Yeah, and I like this decision, I think, Mike, from Corby, throwing something with a little bit more surface. Definitely see the early part of the lane, but won't overhook down lane, right?
Exactly. Because that's caused all the problems so far, that jump hook on the back.
And watching Jordan Marshall here warm up, definitely like his look from what I've seen so far.
No, I was surprised at that too, but well, he made it look pretty good this morning as well.
And I think he's going to have to throw a good game because Logan Pitts looks lined up.
He certainly does. I mean, he hasn't been throwing any practice here, so he's lined up and ready to go. And once you get into that title match, things change a bit mentally. So you just got to be ready to go.
All right, a few more shots here. Again, $850 up for grabs here in scholarship money for the boys. Winner will take home $500. $540 scholarship money here up for grabs. On the girls' side, winner will take home $300 to their college education. And one thing that's really nice about this, Mike, is that this is an invitational. You're invited, and there's no expense for the players. The only expense is to getting them here to the bowling center, and it's great to see the turnout. Over 90 bowlers here this morning participated in qualifying, and we're down to our final two from both the boys and the girls side. Mike Krauscher, tournament director there.
Trying to decide which lane that she wants to start on.
Yep, and they're going to put their initials in the computer so you guys can follow along scoring a little bit better. Again, lane talk out today. Unfortunately for us, it's down, so the center normally has it. We don't have it today. So scoring, we're trying to show you through the monitors here as best we can. We'll keep you updated on all the scoring throughout the match. And then our MC, Gerard Kelly here, putting in the initials for the players. And then once we get all that done, we'll get the title match underway here. We want to thank you for watching all of our Indiana High School bowling action here on Savage Bowling TV. We still have a couple of more events coming up here before our season concludes. Middle School State, May 17th from Expo Bowl in Indianapolis, and then we'll be in June, we'll be in Kentucky for the Indiana-Kentucky All-Stars. That's always a great event down there. The best of Kentucky and the best of Indiana will duke it out once again for bragging rights between those two states, and that's always a wonderful event every year. And this year we'll be in Kentucky. Last year we were in Indiana. We were in Greenfield, I believe, correct, right? Strike Force Lanes.
Yep.
And now we'll be down in Kentucky. As Gerard Kelly finishing up here, putting all the tournament information, the players' names in. And once we do, we'll have our title match underway on both the boys and girls side.
All right, this is it. The All-State Championship, our finals. For the girls, lane 27, from Charlestown, Alexa Escamilla. Lane 28, from Snyder, Corby
Gerard trying to get the crowd in. Everybody's.
For the boys, 129 from Valparaiso.
Boy, if you're a comedian, that's the last reaction you want, isn't it?
Alexa tried. She tried to bail him out, but.
Number 1 seed from McCutcheon, Jordan Marshall. Maybe Logan. Or Jordan. All right, good luck. Go for the championship.
All right, Alexa's going to lead things off here for the title match on the girls' side. Left lane, lane 27 and 28 for the girls, 29-30 for the boys. Now, high flush and a stone 9. Unreal. What a shot, though.
I think coming out of taking about a 10-minute break, that's not a bad shot at all. Great shot.
And Logan starts where he left off, Mike, with 10 pins disappearing in the pit.
You may want to call Dave Small. He might need some more pins down here on this pair.
Boy, he has been absolutely perfect here, Mike.
Yeah, great shots.
As Alexa converts the 9 pin, and now Corby Smock. I like this, Mike. She's sitting back here in her chair reading a book. You know, nothing like getting your mind off of bowling, right?
Yep. You just want to make sure when you step up on the approach, you've got what you want to do all figured out. Make good shots.
Now Jordan Marshall comes in light. All right, 3-5. That's one of those shots, Mike, where you're just a little amped up.
Yeah, he threw. I didn't see any shots that were that light in his practice, but yeah. So got to watch, chopping the spare, but he's first frame. Get settled back in, and he gave you that little motion where it looked like settle down, and probably the right call.
All right, Corby Smock comes in light, 2-4-5 for her. Mike, she's been bowling really well lately.
Nice spare. Yes, she has.
Made the top 4 in the singles portion for the state championships, and her team qualified in the stepladder finals for on the team side. So she's had one heck of a season here. Runner-up in the singles, and remember the whole storyline for her was her and she battling her nemesis per se.
She should be pretty comfortable here, bowling under the TV lights and the pressures. Beautiful shot.
And Jordan comes right back with a nice strike there in the second frame. Now Corby Smock, second frame, working on a spare. Ooh, Mike, the 2-4-5, now 8 bucket.
Yeah, both shots similar. Just now it's time to make a little move and put herself up into the pocket. Just want to make this spare and have 2 marks to start this game. Beautiful shot.
Call the police. There's a felony just committed on the pit on lane 30.
Wow.
My goodness.
High flush. Great shots.
And Corby then misses the 2-4-5-8.
Yeah, about halfway down. Looked like it was in good position. The ball just kept fading back.
Kind of surprised. You know, I don't disagree with throwing plastic straight at it. I mean,
You got to be straight at it.
You got to be straight at it.
Yeah, you can't.
No room for error.
Yeah, you can't give up any of the lane there.
All right, now Logan Pitts here. You know, with the front 3.
Replay.
Yeah, I was checking out the pins to see if they were starting to lean backwards before the ball was coming down at about 19, 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, there may not be any come back down anymore. I'll tell you, that was a heck of a. I mean, every one of the shots are just high flush.
Yeah, the pins were smart. They wouldn't even want to go back in the rack.
Oh, there's a.
There's a Brooklyn for Alexa.
Yeah. After that solid 9, I would take that every time, though.
Now, important shot here for Jordan, I think, Mike.
It is, I agree.
You see your opponent lined up, knowing you're going to have to throw some strikes. Oh, hit him thin and watch him spin. Rips the rack on lane 30 for a double.
I think the next one's as important as the one he just threw. You know, he's got to keep putting the pressure the other way, back and forth.
Yeah, this one
Great
here.
shots, though, by Jordan.
Yeah, this one here tells Logan that he's not going anywhere in this match. Now, Alexa, left lane here, working on a strike. Comes in high. Oh, 7 falls late. Just the 6-10. Good break.
She's got a very fine line there.
Now, 4th frame, working on a double. Jordan Marshall, McCutcheon High School. Oh, solid 7. Great shot.
Pretty shot. Yeah, nice and smooth, good ball speed. Just it's one of those comes in there just a hair late. Beautiful shot, though.
And a good cover for Alexa on the 6-10. And, you know, obviously you want to carry that, but, you know, that's a good sign that you're lined up. You know, if Logan shoots 300, tip your cap, right? But you got to think, you know, odds are they're not going to do that. Oh, and he misses the 7. That's what you don't want to do. Maybe got to learn a little bit to take a little more hand out of that. It looked like he hit it pretty firm.
Yeah, I think he stuck a little bit there, and because the ball didn't just ease on through, you know, it wanted to jump away. But
oh, there's a good strike for Corby.
Yeah, she's lined up on that one. That was a good shot. Good ball action, good pin action.
Just down 16-2. Alexis, she can cut that to 6 here with a strike in the 4th. Now, our attention's on to Mr. Pitts here. Valparaiso High School. That's wide right. Oh, his first mistake, Mike, in probably a dozen frames.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, that was right off his hand, but almost got it back. But with his ball speed, just didn't allow it to hook early enough on the lane.
Oh, high flush, 10 in the pit.
Gorgeous shot
for Corby. What a shot there. She doubles up in the 3rd and 4th frames.
Yeah, gorgeous shot.
Here's one, though, for Logan, the 2-8-10. You're just trying to get 2 pins.
He's shooting it.
Oh!
Great try.
What an attempt there. Mike, I forget. These guys with 2 hands, they can make the ball go either direction.
Yeah.
And you have a chance on anything.
Yeah, he had a great run at that.
Now Alexa comes in high.
Good break. Yep.
Fortunate to leave just the 6. Mike, that's been her problem today, right?
Yeah, it's just she's got that. It's just a little high, but boy, it flirts with disaster. And then one of the couple shots she threw where she got it in the pocket leaves a solid 9.
Now, let's see what Logan can do after the open frame in the 4th, 5th frame. Ooh, Mike, a little quick.
Well, for Logan, that 2-8-10 on the right lane, that's the one lane that he was coming up light on at the start of the last game.
Mike, it looked like he got a little around that ball a little bit more. And when you're throwing urethane and you get a little spinny with it, it doesn't want to pick up.
Farther, yeah.
That ball really designed to hook in the fronts.
Yeah, it didn't.
And then lay down. Good cover. 2-4-5 down with ease.
But he gives Jordan Marshall a little hand back in here.
Yeah, especially after he just missed the 7 pin. Only down 8 here in the 5th frame. Now Alexa here working on a spare, clean through 4. But Corby Smock, Mike, with the double. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, nice shot.
Perfect shot for Alexa.
Yep.
Now Jordan Marshall. Oh! 7 pin stood no chance.
Yeah, you and I both have seen those ones where that 4 goes around that 7. So that was a nice one there.
Boy.
Kept that 4 pin low and it took the 7.
You're right. And when that 4 pin slaps the 7 out, that's when you're feeling pretty good about yourself, right?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Corby Smock looking for 3 in a row. 5th frame. Comes in high. Brooklyn strike! And she looks so excited.
Yes. There's a smile.
There we go. All right, 3 in a row now for Corby, Mike, and she has taken the lead in the match. Oh, back-to-back strikes, and Jordan Marshall is lined up too.
Yeah. Yep.
Mike, when he let go of that, he kind of stood up, started walking. You knew he liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, ball set up there, and then all you do is look in the corner and see if that 7's going to go. Great shot.
Now Corby, 4-4 in a row. Oh, perfect shot there in the 6th.
Yeah, great job. Great shot.
What an adjustment she's made, though. Came in light both times in the 1st and 2nd frame, and was now able to throw 4 in a row. In a bucket for Logan. First time that we've seen.
He's just not catching it. You know, he's not getting it. It looks like the same motion, but is he not catching all of it? Just like you said, with the urethane ball, it takes away some of the leeway of getting, especially when you do it that way, you don't catch it. You don't get that early roll.
Oh, and a flat 10 there, stubborn 10 for Alexa, working on a strike, and Mike, that's trouble. And you got to wonder too, Mike, you know, he made just one little mistake, and then Jordan Marshall comes right back with the double, and that, you know, you put a little more pressure on yourself at that point.
On the spare, it kind of looked like he got caught between backup ball and throwing it straight, but yeah, it's big for Logan to just take a deep breath, step back, and just start over here. He's still, I think he's still close enough that the pocket's where he wants it. It's just he's got to just make the shot again. Wow.
Oh, just enough for Alexa.
That was pretty much down the lane, up the lane. Yeah, it was good spare. So all you got to do is knock him over.
All right, Logan Pitts here needs to get back in a good groove here. Ball comes in, crosses over, and a pin comes back out of the pit and almost takes out the 6.
Yeah,
but he's
that one. It's like he got a little afraid of getting that ball to the right, and then wanted to start it up towards the pocket. So just got to spare this one, and you still got 3 frames to go.
I don't want that. He is a quick player. Takes no time.
Another good shot.
And a nice strike there from Alexa. All right, there's a spare. All right, now it's when you just got to sit back here and just think of those good thoughts that you were doing to start the game out. He knows that he's got a good line. He just has to execute.
Just make shots, yep.
And now Jordan Marshall can really take a big lead here. Corby Smock
yep.
looking for 5 in a row. No, 9 pin. Oh, solid 7. Great shot from Jordan.
Yeah, perfect shot. Looked good. Ball just a little farther down the lane when it broke in. Well, that 4 pin was flying up around that neck of that 7.
Now Corby looking to convert the 9 pin and does. And Jordan now. Remember, Mike, he missed his last 7 pin. Can he convert here in the 7th? That's better.
Yep. Good spare.
All right, 126 in the 6 for Jordan Marshall. 109 in the 6 for Logan Pitts. 17-pin lead here. Final 3 frames on the boys' side. Now on the girls, 133 in the 6 for Corby Smock. 119 in the 6th for Alexa Escamilla. 14-pin lead for Corby. This looks like a good shot. And it is. High flush.
Perfect.
Great shot. Oh, that's left. Oh. Oh, Messenger, yes!
Yeah, when you throw some messengers like that, you don't have to shoot those corners as often. Great shot.
Boy, and he got that a little left, Mike, and the ball still came screaming back.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yep.
You heard him yell.
He caught it. He caught it. Yeah.
You heard him yell, get there, as Alexa just leaves her second 9-pin of the match on a strike, too. Now Logan. He needs it. Oh, and he kind of stuck a little bit at the foul line there, Mike. A little off balance, and a 4-6-7. He pays full penalty.
Good spare.
And a good cover
boy,
from
what
Alexa.
a tough break. Solid 9.
Well, you'd like just to kind of tell Logan just to slow down a little bit, be a little more methodical right here. But
Yeah,
he
needs
is.
to take a deep breath. Take a
He's
deep
up
breath,
ready to
get
go
lined up.
right away.
Yeah.
Open frame in the 8th. Big shot here for Logan.
That's in the right part of the lane.
That's a good shot. Oh, wow, that ball really hooked.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I thought that was in the right part of the lane there.
4, 6, 7 again. Back to back.
Yeah, the ball's just breaking way early. It didn't, and it wasn't doing that prior.
Mike, and we're just talking in the first 3 frames, he was high flush, dead solid.
Oh yeah.
And then just that quick.
Well, that one shot that he got a little bit right and it wiggled for that 2-8-10. You know, the ball wiggled on him, and then it just seems like he's overcorrected and trying to make sure he doesn't get it there. But and that happens to all of us.
Well, Alexa Escamilla leaving the 4-pin. Oh, and she just missed it. As Jordan Marshall comes in light and tomahawks the pins for a double.
Big double, yeah.
And that's going to pretty much wrap it up for Jordan Marshall here. 173 the max score for Logan Pitts. 236 the max score. Mike, he's already at the 2-0s. Well, now Corby Smock, after the open frame by Alexa, can really help her cause. Comes in high flush, and she too leaves a 9-pin.
Wow. Girls
Wow.
have thrown some great shots and have not got the rewards for it.
Jordan comes in light, 6-10, but that's enough. Jordan Marshall will claim the championship here on the boys' side.
Good spare.
And Corby Smock with the spare, Mike. She's in the 2 teens here with a mark.
She needs a mark, it looks like.
Any kind of mark, Mike, and
Yeah.
I believe that'll be enough to beat Alexa. Boy, and you just don't see Alexa missing easy spares
No,
like that.
that was a tough time to do that in the 9th. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure Logan is disappointed, but bowled really well.
Very well, yes.
He's
I
going to
agree.
walk away with $350 in scholarship money. Now, if I remember right, you guys can correct me. Oh, it's a washout
Yes.
here. That 195. Mike, she needs
She needs
3.
She needs 3, yeah. 3 will lock it up.
214, the final score for Jordan Marshall. The
Could have
McCutcheon
been
senior.
a lot more than that. A couple of those 7 pins, yeah.
Boy, just like that, too. We're going to have to
Yeah.
reset the 4-pin.
Oh,
We're going to have to respot the 4-pin here as Logan Pitts comes in light, leaving the 2-4. He's probably glad just not to see the 4-6-7.
yeah.
But a great day for him nonetheless. I know he's disappointed. He had expectations of winning this,
He bowled very well.
but he bowled fantastic.
Just kind of lost both lanes there towards the end of this match.
Well, and Jordan Marshall in qualifying, Mike, he started out 254, 257.
Well, Jordan Marshall did a good job of taking his practice balls and getting lined up, and then, you know, with the way Jordan Pitts was bowling and throwing those strikes, and you know, Logan did a great job of throwing the strikes, but Jordan did a great job of coming out and making good shots himself to send the message that he was ready as well. So,
Well, anything less than 3 pins, and Alexa is alive. Must get 3 here. That needs to slide. Oh, 3 the hard way, Mike.
I don't think that's the 3 she was looking for, but those 3 will definitely work.
And that is enough in the most dramatic fashion.
Yeah.
Needing 3, and she gets
3.
3 the hard way. Takes out the 2-4-7.
She bowled a great game, though.
198 for Corby Smock. She will take home the title here.
Good shot. Oh, my. 6 and a 10. Great shot.
Boy, Alexa's probably thinking, gosh, I probably make that 4-pin 99% of the time, and she missed it.
And she's pulled a good game. I mean,
Yes.
you know, that solid 9 was really harsh, 2 of them, but she's pulled a great game.
Well, Jordan Marshall defeats Logan Pitts 214 to 161. Oh, and a 9-pin, no chance there. Boy.
Great game. She's a very solid game.
You're right, Mike. She bowled fantastic. The one mistake, but she also 2 solid 9-pins.
Yeah.
And those were both, Mike.
Yeah.
They were on strikes.
Yeah.
Were right after.
Yes, right. Yep. We saw some good matches here in the finals. Oh.
And a high flush strike there.
Well, that was
Wow.
those 3, yeah.
Boy, good thing Corby got the 3 the hard way, but 198 to 197, your final score. Corby Smock wins the girls' title here at the Allstate. When we come back, we'll have interviews with the champions here from Heritage Lanes in Kokomo. All right, welcome back to Heritage Lanes here in Kokomo for our All-State Tournament with our champions here on both the boys and girls side. And first off, Corby Smock with the win on the girls side. Boy, you bowled so well. You needed 3 in the second ball in the 10th frame, and you made it really exciting, but just enough to beat Alexa. How do you feel today?
Really happy, not gonna lie. I was a little scared on the last shot, but I made it. So, I mean, guess that's what counts. So, I'm happy to be here.
You've had a really nice season here. Bowling High School. Your team finishes 3rd at state. You finish runner-up here at state. How good does it feel to finally walk away here with the win at the All-State?
Kind of feel relieved, honestly, because the last few times I tried and just didn't get there. So it feels nice to, like, finally have that now. But, I mean, you're going to win some, lose some. So I'm just happy I'm here.
Well, good. And you're only a sophomore, so you got a bright future ahead of you.
Yes. I'm excited for my junior and senior year. I plan on bowling for the rest of the season, so I'm really excited.
Well, good. Congratulations. And now on our boys' side, senior from McCutcheon, Jordan Marshall. And, boy, Jordan, in qualifying, you were lined up all day, and you really executed well here in this championship match. Walk us through that title match and your feelings taking home a victory here.
I was a little nervous at the beginning. Missed that 7-pin, but once I continued to execute after that, made the spares I needed to, I felt pretty confident going towards the end of the game that I could pull it out and get the win.
Now, senior, you're going to move on to bowl college. $500 scholarship here. You're going to take that with you.
Turn on.
All right, welcome back here to broadcast booth. Scott Gilmore, Mike Albee, wrapping things up here from Heritage Lanes in Kokomo, Indiana for the All-State Tournament. And our champions, once again, Corby Smock and Jordan Marshall. And, man, really saw some great bowling from both the boys and the girls side. Corby making it real interesting there in the 10th frame, but nonetheless, she bowled so good, defeating Alexa.
No, and she's a tournament leader. Has to come over and watch everybody, and then come out and bowl a game like she did. Awesome bowling. That's what's so great about the All-State. It's an extra opportunity for some of the best kids in the state to get more experience, and it's a lot of fun. And we saw some good champions today.
Well, Corby, only a sophomore, and she made a comment there in our interview. She's really looking forward to bowling not only her junior but senior year. But she's had a great season so far, as we talked about her runner-up finish in the singles at the state finals and her team finishing 3rd.
Yeah, no, you don't expect that from a sophomore, and to get that kind of experience and gain that, obviously we expect to see her a lot more.
Now on the boys' side, Jordan Marshall knew he was up for a dogfight against Logan Pitts because Logan bowled so well, but Jordan was up to the task. Only that one blemish there with the missed 7-pin. Other than that, he was solid all game long.
Well, I think that Jordan will look back on this game all the way through his bowling career, because he came out, made some great shots, but he was bowling a tough competitor in Logan Pitts, who came out lined up and looked like it. Each time he threw the ball, nothing but high flush strikes. So he was sending a message to Jordan. Jordan came out, struggled a bit early, but then came back and made some great shots to win easily. Well,
the high school matches never fail to bring us tons of excitement, and the All-State delivered once again here. Your champions, Corby Smock on the girls' side, Jordan Marshall, senior from McCutcheon on the boys. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast here from Kokomo at Heritage Lanes here on Savage Bowling TV. So long, everyone.
4th place.